Hey everybody. I was putting y'all something together today. I didn't get it done in time. That's okay. Sometimes things don't work out as planned. I hope everybody's doing good. I don't know if y'all can hear that music, but I wanted to hear some music. So something going on. The internet here has been like on again, off again. So I don't know how good the connection is, but anywho, I hope y'all are having a great day. Today started off a little sketchy for me, but that's okay. I would assume that not all work days are going to be fun, right? Some days it's going to have to feel like work. Hey, Jerry. I'm glad you're here. Hey, Al. I almost canceled my live because I was like, I'm in no condition to be getting online. But it's okay. Gotta get it on the up and up somehow. So I'll talk to you peeps. I did want to go ahead and I pinned to the top for y'all to go ahead and set that notify me for Scott's live over at Rambling with Brooms Thursday at 11:30 Central Time. He has something fun planned. He and Jesse are going to have a live and discuss the Alaskan cruise. So y'all don't want to miss that. So go ahead and anytime those two together, it's gonna be fun. Whether you want to know about the Alaskan cruise or not, it's gonna be a blast, I'm sure. So, hey there, Beth. Treasure Hunter. Good morning. No worries. Hey, Scott. There he is. Let's see. Hey, Danielle. And everybody's saying hey to each other. It's good. Hey. Happy Valentines to you, Miss Linda. So good to see you here. Good morning, Miss Lisa. I hope y'all are having a blast in your home place. I don't do well with the snow. I'm not intense enough for the snow. I mean, it's pretty to look at, but I don't know that I could survive in it. Oh, yeah. Not as fuzzy as our Highland cows, huh? That's good. No, it probably is the internet. Like I was saying, I was trying to edit something before I got on here, and it was like the internet was going in and out. So no, everything's good, but can't be all rainbows and butterflies all the time, right? Oh, Miss Brenda changed her name from Redbird Farm to Freedom Redbird. That's neat. And you changed your logo. That's neat. All right. Well, I appreciate you listening, Danielle. You just got home from taking all 7 puppies to the veterinary checkup. That was fun. Oh, I bet. I hope you had a towel down. It's going to 42 today. It'll be in shorts feeding today. Yeah, that's warm for Scott because he's Canadian. It's supposed to get up to 70 today here in Alabama, and y'all are talking about snow. The high today is 70 degrees, and the low is 60. But the thing about Alabama weather is it's going to be a bright and sunny day today, and then by Friday, the low is 26. So it's like you never know. You've got to check the weather daily to know how to dress because it could be 70 degrees, it could be 30 degrees the very next day or the next 2 days. So that's how it is here. The old saying goes, if you don't like the weather in Alabama, just wait a few hours. 28 degrees. See, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't come outside if it was that cold all the time. Right. I'd look out the window. Exactly. Hey, Rebecca. Thank you for being here. I hope everybody's doing good. I know I'm going to have a good supper tonight. I'm pretty excited about that. Got my work day started a little early so I can end it a little early so that I got myself a date. It's nice to have a Valentine on Valentine's. I'm pretty excited about it. I mean, I'm just excited. I'm just as excited about his company as I am that steak and baked potato. And fried mushrooms. Don't forget about the fried mushrooms. I'm gonna get me some fried mushrooms. But yeah, lots of running around. What's whose name? Quit playing. Yeah. So I'm pretty excited about that. Y'all, I gotta plug up my laptop. Hold on just a second. I'll put alrighty. So yeah, not much going on with me. Feel like I don't know why you're playing. You know what his name is, you silly. Bruh. Yeah, I cook good for him. I ain't cooking tonight. But yeah, we're going out tonight. But let's see. I've made him shrimp quesadillas. Uh, the other night I made let's see. We had fried chicken with mashed potatoes and gravy and green beans. And I've cooked a slew of stuff for him. I made him some white chicken chili on a cold night a few weekends ago. Yeah, I try to cook good for him. There's a few things. I tried something new that I'd never tried before. Actually, I made up some rice, and he's got deer meat like in the freezer, lots of deer meat, and venison, as it were. And so Whereas most people are like, go to the grocery store. He's just like, I'll pull it out of the freezer and thaw it out. So I think that's pretty awesome. Anyway, so I cooked up some ground deer meat and put some tomatoes and okra and made almost like a vegetable soup with only tomatoes and okra and and the meat, tomatoes, okra, meat, and add the juice, put a little paste in there and a little broth, and it was pretty good. Put it over the rice. It was pretty good stuff. Happy Valentine's, Jesse. So no, Scott, I'm not cooking. I'm getting taken out for my steak and baked potato. Pretty excited about it. Hey, Woody, as Jesse would call you. Hey there, D. Happy Valentine's Day. Howdy, Mark. Thank you for coming. Are you still in Arizona? For the love of all animals. Hello. I love animals. Yeah, I did have fun. Yeah, that was a every weekend thing for a while. The last weekend was the last weekend of hunt or deer season anyway. And so yeah. I actually haven't went hunting since I went with my stepdad way back in the day when I was a wee little lassie. Um, so that was a lot of fun. And his predicament is a little different because when I went with my dad, my stepdad, we were more in a like a deer stand where you're just like, don't breathe heavy. You gotta be real quiet, And this guy, he's got like a 10 by 10-foot box and a heater in it and everything else. He got chairs you can kick back and relax, and the field is actually, and I like how it's set up to where it's you walk a good ways to get there, but well, not a good ways. It's not that far, but you walk up a hill and around to get there. So really, you're already at the vantage point that you need to be without having to climb up anything besides the hill. Like you don't have to climb up a ladder or, you know, whatever, or up a tree. I like that because you just go up the hill and go right in the box rather than having to climb up in something. And then like the deer field is way far away, so we don't have to. I still am like trying to be quiet, but he's like, it's not that important for you to be quiet. We're too far away for them to really, yeah, for it to make a difference.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you all hear me?
Well, plug it in, baby.
He was trying to do
Yay,
because it was
worked. Oh,
Okay, well, it's not
God,
working, so
I'm
use your other headset.
so sorry.
I turned it all the way down and it still wasn't.
Okay. You just have to figure out how to make your AirPods work. Did they die?
Mhm.
Oh, well, are they hooked to your computer? You Bluetooth them?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I don't know what the issue is, but the sound is coming out of the laptop most
Yeah,
definitely.
and I really turned it all the way down.
Oh. Oh, my baby gave me a Valentine today. I thought that was so sweet. Y'all, I'm spoiled when it comes to Valentine's. I'm not gonna lie. Like coming up when I was younger, my mama always made sure and sent me something, even if it wasn't flowers or like a little balloon and a snack bag, like a little treat bag or something. I mean, I'm not gonna lie and say I'm not spoiled. My whole life I've had a Valentine, so don't get me wrong. It just hasn't always been a charming man. Sometimes it was my mom, but but she always made sure and sent something to the school. People would have stuff sent to them. It's like Danielle Hoagland, when you come to the office, please, and you're like, oh no, I'm got after school detention again, in school detention again. No, that wasn't it. It, um, but that would be cool to go up to office and like, you're like walking up there like, oh, I'm in trouble now, and And then there's like a balloon and a treat bag and some sweet letter letting me know how cared about I am and how special I am. So, uh, not everybody has that, and I understand that, as I've gotten older. Even then, I was just kind of like, "Ugh, this is so embarrassing." But now I'm just like, that's so, so, so sweet. I just had the sweetest mama that did that for me. And now I got a sweet baby that buys me gift. My sweet baby girl here. She bought me a coffee cup and got me a sweet card. I'm just like, I'm just loved, man. I can't complain. My Valentine got me a early Valentine. I mean, you can't get any better than that. I got some thermals and a couple of different thermals. I got a full set of thermals, and they're so soft and warm. And I got some camouflage, so I'll be ready to go out next time it's time. I don't know if he's here or not. I know he had some things to attend to, so I don't know if he's here or not. He ought to be. We're talking about him, ain't we? His ears are burning if he's not here. Good morning, Chuck. Yes, everything's being released about if y'all weren't here in the beginning, I was shouting out Scott with one of the rooms. He is having a live Thursday at 11:30 Central Time. Procrastination Thursday as normal, except for it's a special edition. Jesse and Scott are gonna tell us all the details about the Alaskan cruise. So y'all make sure it should be pinned at the top. That's what that link is. So you can go ahead and click that and make sure you hit the notify me for that. You don't want to miss it. It's gonna be fun. Let's see. Hey, Mike Pierce. Yep. I'm sorry. You've probably told me that like 12 times. Okay. You're in Arizona until the 15th of March. Well, you make sure you do something for that nice lady for for putting up with you for that long. I'm just kidding. You better get her a Valentine. At least give her some sugars. Much different from what you remember. Huh. Yeah. Oh, Scott said, hey. You want to come say hey? Just right quick. She's in a live, but you can come say hi. We're twins. We didn't do this on purpose. I got out of the shower and I got dressed. I was like, oh, well, it's Tuesday. It's our live day. So it's my live day. So I guess it just only makes sense. Who is what, Mike? Yeah, for sure. Can't believe I actually got a dozen roses yesterday. Loved them. First time in probably 30 plus years. A really cute card. I felt so special. That's awesome. I like me some roses, but I like wildflowers too. I'm not going to lie. I just assume rather than you go out and buy, of course, you can't do that in Canada, but here, where it's 70 degrees on Valentine's Day, you can go pick up some wildflowers and off the side of the road they grow, To me, if you get a bouquet of wildflowers, that's just as exciting to me as buying them already put together at the store. That's awesome. See, homemade gifts. See, that's what I mean. I mean, there is thought and effort that went into that card that she drew and made you, and I think that's so sweet. Yep, the handmade stuff. Happy Valentine's Day to you too, LaWanda. Good morning, Rick. Thanks for being here. Oh, yeah, probably. I'll remember after you get home. Oh, thanks, Miss Ann. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day for a sweet lady. Al said, hey, Emma.
Okay.
She's not happy right now. She's having to do schoolwork. She's like, okay, hello. Like, She got flowers, a necklace, wine, and chocolate-covered strawberries Sunday. Tonight's dinner and wine at her favorite restaurant. That's so sweet. Hearts. Brownie points for Mark. Oh, okay. Well, I'm in a library, Mike, so it could be, you know, Emma is in a live, so it was on her computer. Her teacher was talking. She's in a live for school, not a live like I am. Like she's in live class. Oh, well, thank you. That's funny, Scott. He said they have wildflowers, but they smell bad. Make you silly. That's cool. Well, that's good, Al. You want to try to come up? Anybody who wants to come up is welcome. Within reason, make sure you're dressed and, you keep it appropriate. I'm looking forward to hearing about all those details about the cruise Thursday. My buddy Al. Hi.
How you doing?
I think it's always funny. I think it's always funny that no matter how long we wait to speak, we always speak at the same time. Like,
I know.
like I'm like, this time I'm just gonna wave and say hi later on, and then we end up saying hi at the same time.
That's it. That's it. Do you want to see something?
Sure.
Let me show you something.
Okay.
This is just for you. Okay.
Okay. Well, everybody else is gonna see it too. Just letting you know.
I know everybody else is gonna see it, but look at this.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me make you big. That wasn't it. Okay. Here we go. Oh wow. I'm coming, Scott.
No storming out today.
Scott's done put his hat on right. Things are getting serious.
I always had my hat on right. I just walked. That's all.
It's very cold.
So what else is going on?
Not much. I'm just taking it easy today. I'm good on the big screen now, Danny. There you go.
So what's going on with y'all?
Nothing. Just can't wait for Thursday.
So you're gonna spill all the beans in my life?
Nope.
Okay.
No. If I was to spill all the beans now without Uncle Jesse, he'd like send the Duke boys after me.
Oh yeah,
Mm-mm.
the jump out
I'm
boys.
not doing it.
Don't want the jump out boys coming after you. Hey,
You'll
Caucasian.
be getting some. You'll be getting yourself in some trouble then.
Yep. No, that ain't gonna happen. As long as everybody, if they can, share it out. If you know of anybody that wants to possibly attend, I'm make sure that you share it out and have them at least watch the rerun. Oh, I don't know. I'm still feeding her, Jerry. She got 3 more weeks before she goes to freezer camp. I'll probably get
All
about
right.
450 pounds. And that's finished. It'll be enough to bless my family for about 18 to 24 months.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good looking out, Rick.
Thank you, Rick. I appreciate it.
What is
Yep.
this about? Oh, the LSU. Okay. Yeah, I see.
See, I knew I liked Beth. That just goes to prove that I like her a little more.
Yeah, he
No.
likes LSU so much. When he found some LSU candy at New Orleans, he might have cursed a bit. He's like, I got me some fucking candy.
Oh, it was, I couldn't even find like LSU like
He's like,
slippers
it's LSU.
and we walk into this dive of a restaurant. Now it came highly. It had like 4.5 stars out of 5, and the food was actually pretty good.
You talking about I thought that was at
The Flamingo.
Flamingo A Go-Go.
Yeah.
That was a 5-star restaurant.
Well, it was ranked for 4 stars out of 5 or whatever for customer service. And
Oh, because of the way the girls are dressed, must be. Wasn't the food.
actually, I enjoyed my food, and I didn't. The girls, huh?
Huh? Okay, you must have missed it.
Yeah. They were all dressed.
Yeah, kind of.
Maybe I missed something. Maybe I'm getting old.
They had overwear over their underwear. Yeah,
Yeah.
a little.
Just
Right.
enough to cover it. One of those places. Hey, Jesse.
There's the man that was up at 3:00 this morning.
So,
Oh,
look at that.
go build a
Look at that.
snowman, Jesse.
Do you
So-
want to build a snowman?
Now that Jesse's up here, I gotta mention something because one time before I mentioned in one of my videos that they don't use plastic bags here.
Hold on,
We're getting short on them.
Who's backfiring there?
So he sent me a whole lot of plastic bags, which is fantastic because I love them. But I just figured I should mention that we don't use $5 bills that much here anymore too.
See, you're setting your standards low. I was going to say I haven't seen a $100 bill in a long time.
Yeah,
Al, what are you saying? You don't use $5 bills anymore?
I was just thinking, you stuff the box with a whole lot of bags, you could stuff it with a lot of $5 bills.
Well, only reason.
for
Only,
Pat, yeah.
tell them why those bags are in there, Lisa.
On one of your past mail calls, you said something like
We don't get it.
plastic bags are
Commodity.
a commodity. They're scarce.
They're
you know?
scarce.
So I remembered that, and so I used that as the padding instead of bubble wrap.
Then that's perfect because these are actually a scarcity here now because
They've
there's nowhere around here you can get plastic bags like this now. They've taken them out of all the stores. They've taken them off of you can't even go in and buy them like this or anything.
Wow.
You have to buy
And I
the
use them. Yeah,
That's
you have to buy all the reusable stuff.
That's
And
totally
they're-
opposite of why I thought she was sending them to you. I thought she was sending them to you because big bag, big poop.
He's got a cat.
I just thought you
No.
needed a bigger bag.
No, but I saw somewhere online how they folded them into those little football size.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was like, that's neat.
So that was pretty cool.
That must have took a bit of time to fold all them bags up.
Yep.
It
Thank
did, but
you.
it was
You know how many breakfasts I didn't get because she was folding bags. Hey, Danny, how you doing, Danny? Valentines.
Hey, Jesse. Happy Valentine's to you too.
Oh, and there's Mama Betty J.
My heart
Boom, boom,
goes out to you.
boom, 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 boom.
However,
all of YouTube sweethearts.
It makes
all
me
my
think of
YouTube
the
sweethearts.
It makes me think of the mask. That scene on the mask where his heart pumps out and he's like,
Oh, yeah.
"Oh God." Yeah,
Yep.
I watched it one too many times.
Can't see it.
Oh, that's a good idea, Jesse.
What's that?
Did you?
Underneath your name there.
Oh, I know. You see why I put that?
Cruise in Alaska.
Nice. Did you see the new one, Danny? The Son of the Mask?
Mm.
There's another one out now. It's on Netflix called Son of the Mask.
Oh, really? Remakes kind of disappoint me sometimes. They just can't
I didn't-
do the original.
I didn't watch it because I didn't think it was. And it's not Jim Carrey. It's
Oh,
not.
Oh, well,
That's the father.
I mean, you can
It's
hang
not
it
gonna
up,
be the same.
flush it.
Yeah, so I didn't watch it. I looked at it and I was like, I ain't watching that. Because I said they're just gonna ruin the original.
That's
I've
like
always been a fan
when Disney tried to remake the one with
the Music Man.
no, when they tried to remake what's a Buzz Lightyear and they used somebody else
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
instead
Toy
of
Story.
Tim Allen.
Toy Story.
Yeah.
Toy Story.
Yeah.
It ain't the same.
It's not.
You got to have Tim Allen, otherwise it's not. It ain't Buzz Lightyear.
But see, Emma really enjoyed it. But for the people who, watched that stuff,
I'm sorry, but
it's
the
like, you
only
can't do that.
series that part 1, 2, 3, 4, the only ones that were actually they got funnier until about number 5 was Police Academy. Each one got a little bit more humor. But normally if they do a spin-off, it sucks. Like they ruin it. That's why I normally won't watch part 2 of anything because
Yeah.
it's gonna suck.
Let me say hello to make sure I get this right. David Corey with crop. His name, David Corey with crop.
I'll just say, hey, David.
If he didn't want colon in his name, he probably wouldn't have put it in there. But I guess he wants it in his name. So I got to give him what he asked for.
That's right.
David Corey with crop.
Maybe that name was already taken and he had to add in the colon.
David Corey with crop. I don't think that was.
Oh, yeah. Already taken.
If that was gone,
Al Shack. Okay.
No,
No, it was Betty J. Gathers.
Betty,
She said,
Betty J.
Yeah.
I said,
hi.
Betty J. Gathers. Oh,
Where's the jam and jelly? Well, the
It's-
jam and jelly is
over there on the counter.
over there on the counter.
Oh. Yeah, I see that now.
I'm sure you've
And then
got enough left,
Jen was making.
Miss Betty.
Sorry.
I'm on a hiatus right
Yeah,
now.
she had like 4 or 5 jars. I don't remember how many I sent her. But
I think she got the 5-pack.
As
yeah,
long as she doesn't eat it by the spoonful, it'll last.
yeah.
No,
It's
I
hard
sent,
not to eat it by
You're
the
in
spoonful,
trouble,
though.
Scott.
I sent you a great big box. I sent it collect, but I sent you a big box.
Emma says, "What did you do now?" Like, what do you do now? Yeah, she said she's got some left.
So David said it was taken.
Yeah, but you probably could have done different, instead of David Corey with crop, he probably could have put David Corey and crop or David Corey.
Or David Corey has crop.
Or David Corey Crop. Just put David Corey Crop or Crop David Corey. Right?
That's crazy. You said it was taken.
Why
Yeah.
can't you just accept it for what it is?
I just don't like
Yeah.
having colon in front of his name. I mean, who wants a colon in front of your name?
I don't know.
It could have been a semicolon.
It
Yeah,
could
I
have been
was
a
just
sim-
gonna
could have been a semicolon, or maybe an exclamation point. There's
could
a
have been a semicolon.
or look at Drunken Chef. He uses the at symbol. At David Corey with Crop.
Just
Yeah,
disregard.
but then it will be
Just don't
at
listen to
David
him.
Corey with Crop when you were searching.
I know. It's hard to find him then.
Oh, now Jen's asking the deep questions.
Uh-oh.
What's Jen asking? What does crop mean?
I think
Yeah.
How does the water get in the well?
Channel names. Yes, Jesse needs to just get over it, and it is what it is.
I'm not
right?
making fun of it. I'm just saying, if he put that in his name, that's like me put lazy days. I want you to say lazy days. If I wanted to put a colon in front of it, I would expect you to say colon lazy days. I don't know.
That's not too far away.
David, I apologize for Jesse now.
He's just always got something to say.
David knows I'm just picking, and I only pick on people I like.
He's picking.
That's why I leave.
He's
Scott
picking
alone.
his nose.
That's exactly why he doesn't even talk to me anymore.
See? Everybody's like, Jesse.
Like
gosh,
Freedom
man."
Redbird. You remember Redbird Farm? I remember Redbird Farm. Do you remember Redbird Farm?
I liked Redbird Farm.
I don't know what happened
That-
to Redbird Farm. She just
That's her OG name.
She's
That's-
free
this
now.
is her
She's
new
up and left.
name.
Now she's Freedom Redbird.
Yeah.
I think her bird just took off.
Maybe she's no longer on the farm. That's why
She let the Redbird go because now it's free.
Well, no,
You
because
know-
the Redbird's back.
There's got to be a reason why you change a name. There's got to be. You don't just say, you know what, I'm going to change my name today to Freedom Redbird.
I think because she's selling more merch.
No,
It's all a ploy.
I don't think she's on the farm anymore. What do you think, Al?
That's what it sounds like. Sounds like she's not on the farm. Yeah, no more farm here, Jess.
Well, I don't think she moved. Oh, no more farm here, Jesse.
Redbird has freedom.
Wow.
Redbird has freedom. No more farm. She sold the farm?
What?
Holy
I
moly.
was going to say, she just had the garden out there. She didn't have any
No,
animals.
they had, but they still have a farm. I mean, it's she had a lot of acreage and everything.
Well, maybe she was able to talk Mr. Redbird into actually flapping his wings and moving off the farm.
No, I know what it is. Sold the farm so she could go on the Alaska cruise in 2025.
Possibly.
That's
Maybe
what she
so, yeah.
But she'll get a lot of change back because they're really not that expensive.
did. Yeah, right. Yeah, in the big scheme of things, they're not that expensive. So, and Emma, how's she doing? I saw her pop in a while ago, and y'all were looking like
She's
twins.
good.
She's doing good. How's her school work
she's
coming?
She's still making all A's. She finished her Spanish and she finished it with a 93 average. So
Good girl.
she's actually doing
Great.
better in Spanish than she is in English.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's the same
That's
way I was.
fantastic.
Except for I took Spanish in high school, and she's taking it in 6th grade. So
I don't know that I could have done homeschooling. I mean, I was a rotten kid in school as it was. But if I was at home, I'd really be rotten.
I don't know if I'd still be alive if I was in homeschool.
I don't think we had it when I was. Did they have
she's not
homeschooling?
bad. And see, that's the thing. It would be different if I had, a slew of kids. I just have her, and she's not bad. And she's a good helper. She helps me. Like, I don't even have to ask her, like if I'm doing something and she sees I have a lot on my plate and I'm trying to do several things at once, she'll take the initiative and, be attentive enough to see, hey, this needs to be done, and just go ahead and do it. She's really good about that sort of thing.
That's good.
She really does. She really does. Like it's less. She doesn't feel like like a burden or like a like extra. Like
Confined, right?
I like having her with me.
Yeah.
I figure I better enjoy.
They say
it while
there's
it
only
lasts.
10% of kids that actually excel at like homeschooling, that type of thing.
Well,
It's just to keep the focus.
there's a lot of different types of homeschooling. Like, I won't say any names, but
Yeah.
for example, there's this is not where she just does what I tell her to do and then I say if she passes or doesn't. She has a set agenda on there. I do not choose the curriculum. So she is given assignments, and every time she does a lesson, there's an assignment at the end. So there's no way she can just like click through this stuff and
Right.
then just say, I'm done. It's going to test her on what she read,
Limit.
even if it's not a test grade, it's just a, quiz or a quick check, they call it. But there's always something to make sure that she is retaining the information that she got. So it's less of me having to they're going to automatically make sure that she got it because she's going to have to answer those questions at the end. And I'll know, okay, she really did get it. So it's not just a matter of her just breezing through it and saying, okay, I'm done, And I like that. Everything that she submits, it comes to me, and I have to approve it before it goes in for grading. I really like the setup that we have. It's essentially public school except for online. So I like it because I don't have to be worried about if I'm giving her enough curriculum or being too hard on her or not hard enough on her or what all she's studying and if it's going to apply to actual accreditation for what she would need, say if she graduates and wants to go to college, if she's getting enough credits or if she's, I don't have to worry about any of that because they're doing that for me, so I like it.
Today's day and age, I truly think if my kids were younger, they'd be doing homeschooling.
And
especially in the public system. Now, the Catholic system, we have public and we have Catholic here. The Catholic system is much better than the public system.
They're not so big. The classes and stuff aren't so big like they are in public schools.
That's it. The teachers don't make, they make a little bit less, but it seems like they care a whole lot more.
Yeah. Well, and if I do like that it's not completely like isolated. She is looking at a screen a lot, but she has those lives every day. She has a live. So each day, well, Monday through Thursday.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
Anyway.
Let me poke her.
So we're still there?
Yeah, there she is.
Yeah.
Okay. So like each day she'll have a live with her 4 different core groups, like Monday, whatever, history, Tuesday, so she gets to be interactive with her teachers, and on there she can see the other students that are in her class. So it's interactive. And if in case she was not getting challenged enough, they'll ask me, they contact and make sure that I'm happy with everything. And if she was getting too challenged, I could tell them we need to slow it up a bit with the curriculum, or if she's not challenged enough, I can tell them, hey, I think she needs to be challenged more. She needs a little more on her plate. So I do have that kind of control, and I can see what they're teaching her, and I like that. This is not an infomercial trying to encourage people to get homeschool their children, but I like that I'm not just sending her somewhere for 8 hours of the day and I have no idea what they're putting in her head. That's what I like about it, is that when she's with me, I know what she's absorbing. I know what she's around. Some days I feel like that's worse than if she would be at school with me, but most days I feel like it's for the best. And
hey, Danny.
Yeah.
So Dee back in the chat said, "I sure hope it isn't a trip I will need to sell an organ for." And she's talking about I guess she's talking about the Alaska cruise.
She's got lots of time to heal.
Yeah, you won't. Yeah, no, you don't have to.
All good.
You don't have to sell an organ, but you might have to get rid of that piano. So.
That's right, Jen. That's right. Then that's what I know she's not learning, and that's what I say.
Yeah.
The curriculum these days are going more and more. Well, actually, the other way. But I don't know. I can.
I'm sorry.
I can know.
The school systems nowadays
going on.
are round. And there's so many kids that are so many different shapes and sizes and whatever. If you don't fit directly in that hole, you're going to have hell for 12 years.
Yep.
Because
Right.
you will never fit in that hole that they want you to.
Yeah,
Right.
that's-
And
that's
I
what-
know
about
I
being
went to
part of that
school here my whole
organization.
life.
What?
I went to school here my whole life. If you didn't play football or softball or run track or on the dance team or and I did all of the, I mean, I didn't play football, but I was involved, and that's what your social class is determined by what all sports you're involved in.
Yeah.
And I don't,
Okay.
I just,
But without sports,
I don't,
sports kept me in
I
school.
don't, yeah. And I understand that, but this one, she's a bookworm. I knew she was not going to be, she's not interested in all that. She might like to run around and play, but she's not trying to do all that. And
Yeah.
and I don't push it, and I don't feel like, I feel like they do that a lot at school. If you're not involved in every single little thing, it makes you feel like, where you don't amount to much. And I didn't want her to go through that pressure. Like, I would rather, like, anything she wanted to do, I can go to the park and rec up here locally. If she wanted to play soccer or softball or anything, I can put her in that with the county rather than the school system.
Yeah.
If she decided she wanted to play a sport or, but that would be by her choice, not by outside influence.
I don't know about down there, but I know up here, homeschooling kids can come and play sports in our schools, our public schools.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of forms they have to fill out, but
Right.
again, it's kind of defeating the purpose, right?
Well, and things like that.
Oh, you got a poker again.
Oh, hang on. There we go.
Okay, you can
It
fill
worked.
out forms. Yeah, you can fill out forms and things so that they can still attend those sort of things.
It's amazing how
Is
that
it making a
works.
funny face again? Did it look like this?
No,
You
you
were-
just froze up, and last time you froze, Scott was like, "Oh, poker," and then you started talking. So when you froze this time, I said, "You got a poker game?" So he was like,
Yeah.
and then you started
what I-
talking again.
Yeah, that works.
Hey, Des.
Hey, Bearded. Elliot. Hello.
But yeah, it's school is it's one of those, it's starting to become one of those, don't talk about religion, don't talk about school, and it's like
School is becoming really bad up here in Canada. I think, as far as it goes with trying to be accepted into little social circles that are developing along the way.
Yeah.
And it's way worse than what it used to be.
Yeah.
From when I was in school.
Yeah.
And it was
And
bad
I
then.
feel,
It was way
Yeah.
worse then.
well, like Jen said, I know what my kid isn't learning, and I feel like life skills are just as important. I mean,
Yep.
I know that you can be so smart with the books and then get into life and be like, I have no idea. Like, for me, for instance, I was involved in all the sports, and then when I washed my clothes for the first time, I washed them with fabric softener. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have, what I'm saying is, life skills are important. It's important. I think sometimes you can learn, as far as the social skills, I think we learn different social skills from school as we do when we correspond in the real world.
Yeah.
From what my experience was when I went to school, it was more of a clique type thing. It's always, you're worried about, is so and so going to like my outfit, or is so and so my friend this day, or that's not the social skills I'm trying to encourage. So yeah, that's all I had to say about that.
Amen. Thanks, Bearded, and get A to you too.
I mean, like that's a prime example of that. What you're talking about, Danny, is when I was in work, they hire some students for summer work from high school and they hired this this young girl to come in, and she applied to go in and be a dishwasher in this, like the snack bar. She didn't know how to wash the dishes. They gave her like the scrubby and the dish. What am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah.
And they're like, wash the dishes. How do you do that? Where's your dishwasher? It's like, no, you are the dishwasher. That's
Right.
what you are. That's what you were hired for. And
Yeah.
once she figured out what she had to do, she didn't stay there. But I mean, like, it's just basic house skills, cleaning, cooking, being able to do laundry and stuff like this.
Survival
That a
skills.
lot of kids are not getting
Kids
taught.
can't do that nowadays, man. We looked
Nope.
after ourselves from a very young age.
Yep.
And I'm sorry. A lot of kids cannot.
I remember at 10 and 12 years old, learning how to cook.
Yeah.
Learning how to do laundry, and it's just simple things. Go and you want it, go and do it.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it. Take out. Here's how you do it. Next time, do it yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the most part, my 3 are pretty good. They can do their own laundry if they want. But it's a lot easier for mom to do it. And
Well, there is a difference in them wanting to and knowing how to.
Exactly. My kids can hang drywall. They can finish the floors. Like, I've taught them right from the get-go the real life skills. They can check their oil. They can put air in their tires. Like, there was one lady about 6 or 7 years ago at the gas station. She couldn't figure out how to put gas in her car. I'm talking about a 30-year-old lady. Like, she just could not figure out how to lift the nozzle, press the thing, put it in her car. She was looking around her car. It's one of those ones that didn't have the screw top.
Was she from there, Scott?
What's that?
Was she from there? Because I'm in Oregon, and they don't know how to do it here. Because in Oregon, you can't put your own gas. They have attendants to do that.
Really?
Yeah. So
there's no more self-service stations up here. There's one here in Newfoundland, and it took me by surprise when I pulled in. And I was putting gas in, and Buddy came out, and he's like, "I'll do that for you." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I'm putting no. He said, "That's my job." I'm like,
we don't have any full-serve gas stations here anymore. It's all self-serve.
That's all they have here. You can't put your own. It's against the law. You can't put your own gas.
Wow.
That's crazy.
There may be a lot of people who don't know how to put gas because they're from Oregon or from a state that doesn't allow it.
Wow.
Well, like I said, that's the one place, and I think it's the only place left maybe in Canada, definitely in Newfoundland, that is full service. When you pull up to the pump, they come out, how much gas you want, they put it in, take money more.
Yeah, we used to have all that, but then they went to self-serve because it's cheaper for the gas station.
Well, they're doing.
Well, they don't have to have an attendant for it.
Well, the reason they do it here in Oregon is twofold. They want, a lot of people don't want to do their own gas. And another thing is they want job security, so they want to have somebody has a job, right? So
yeah. Good Lord, Brenda.
Oh, I was saying that's terrible, Brenda. You couldn't hear me because I was muted. My crew is ready to go. They're like, schoolwork's done. We're done with the books. We're ready to go eat lunch. So I'm gonna have to let y'all go. But I appreciated chatting with y'all, and it was good.
You just leave. We'll sit here and talk.
Okay, that's fun.
No.
No, but have a good Valentine's Day, and I look forward to y'all's live Thursday. And tomorrow is Al's live.
Yep.
At
3 p.m. Eastern.
If you can drop
Central.
If you can drop our little thing on Thursday too, Al.
Or Wednesday.
Or but for Thursday, yes. And it's going to be a lot of fun, and there's at least 1 or 2 surprises.
Ooh.
We
I
like
like surprises.
You might even
Stop
have
it,
to be
Danny.
there for one of them. That's all I can say, though.
All right.
All right, guys.
Okay, Danny.
Take care.
Bye,
Happy
Danny.
Valentine's.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day.